Man, Low.bō, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Can't complain. Yo, so for the people who don't know who you are, tell us, who is Low.bō?
Well, I'm Low.bō. I'm an artist and producer from Baltimore, Maryland. Currently based in New York for like the past 2 years. I sing. I make alternative R&B music, and yeah, hell yeah.
I want to talk about your upbringing in music. You grew up surrounded by music. You did choir in church, right?
Yeah, sang in church. Did choir in high school too. But I ain't really think I was really gonna be doing music. Like, I hope that doesn't sound like a cliche ass answer, but like I just feel like I did it so much for like other people that like when I had the opportunity to pursue something else, I was kind of like nah, I'm not gonna do it. But then after college, I moved up north, and I was like, well, I'm not really trying to do the whole photography thing anymore. And it just seemed like I just was surrounded by nothing but musicians. Like, even after I like even when I was in school, like all my friends were either rapping or producing. Then I moved up Jersey, and I met my man's Kenny, who's performing with me tonight. And he was like my segue to making like all the friends I'm still cool with now. And like he was also like the main person I was performing with when I first started performing, like in Jersey and New York and any other places. So as much as I say like, oh, like fuck music low key kind of brought the people most important to me in my life. Yeah. So, yeah.
Was there a moment where you felt like you realized music was more than just an outlet for you, but like a calling?
I think I'm still like figuring that out, to be honest. I'm blessed to be doing what I'm doing and to have like people like gravitate towards my shit and to be able to like continue to do this and still feel like it's still like new to me. But there's definitely days where I'm just like, you know, like, damn, like, am I doing the right thing? Is this like, does this make sense? But like, as I just keep doing it and I keep seeing the people that's like nah, like I'm not gonna lie, my people put that battery in my pack, like that that battery in my back, damn. And I'm grateful for them, but you know, I'm grateful to even be able to do this and to be like surrounded by people I've met and the blessings and the opportunities I've had. Cause I'm just a nigga from Baltimore, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to move up New York with no family and shit is like kind of crazy. So yeah. I'm blessed to be here.
What was that like, moving from the DMV up here?
Boy, that shit was rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. First of all, New York niggas cannot drive. So that was definitely something to get adjusted to. But you know, it's just like it's what they be saying, yo. It's like if you make it in New York, you kind of make it anywhere. I ain't make it yet, but damn sure getting closer every day. And you know, I'm here. I'm blessed. You know, I'm alive. I'm not struggling. You know, I got a roof over my head and clothes on my back. That's more than anybody can ask for, right?
Earlier, you mentioned, you know, you described your sound as being alternative R&B. What does that label mean to you now, especially after releasing HUSK, IMPALA, all the records you've dropped? What does that label of alternative R&B mean to you?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I just sing, but I mean, being able to like incorporate like my influences and the stuff that I actually listen to on my own into my music. It, you know, it feels good to be able to, because I just feel like at one point it's like, oh, if you a nigga that can sing, automatically you just make R&B shit. You know what I'm saying? So being able to like incorporate elements of like rock and like country and electronic and all types of different shit, like it feels like, yes, like even though I do sing, I get more enjoyment out of just like creating the world around it. You know what I'm saying? Like I spend more time like making the sound than like singing it, if that makes sense. Cause singing's always felt so natural for me. So being able to push myself to make like, oh, what is gonna feel right for me? Like I'm not really trying to like stay in one thing, you know what I mean? So it gives me a lot of range to just be like, if I wanna add a sample of like a rap song, like fuck it. If I wanna add 808s or if I wanna add like a slide guitar, I can do that. Yeah. Like it's just, it's freeing for me.
Super interesting about the stigma point that you mentioned about just being able to sing and they box you in. How do you challenge yourself to like try new things to build that world?
Honestly, it's working with different people. I used to have like a very big mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna do everything myself. Like I was at one point really just like a big control freak. Like if it wasn't how I wanted to sound, then I was just like, fuck it, like I'm not doing it. But I think like through music and through life, I've learned to just be like open to other people's opinions and other people's like tastes. And you know, at the end of the day, like working with someone in the studio is the same thing as like cultivating a friendship, because you're getting to know the person and they getting to know you. So it's somewhere where y'all gotta meet in the middle, be like, oh, this feels like me, but this also feels like you. Like it's not just like, oh, this is all about me, so fuck what the fuck you gotta say. Like it's about like both of y'all and being in that space and being happy about what y'all are leaving with. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like being able to somewhere like somehow create that like whatever song or whatever it is either we make a song or like at the end of the day I got like a new homie, so at the end of the day like it's a win.
Talking about your sound, I feel like it has some sort of like signature tension to it. It's like warm on the surface, really heavy underneath. Why do you think that duality, that the emotional duality, keeps showing up in your work?
I think it's about my skill set and also just about the shit that I talk about. Because for me, it's hard for me to talk about the things that I sing about. So it's ironic to like sing about it and then give it to like the world, but I wouldn't like go to like my friends and talk about the same shit. So I feel like a lot of lyricism is a little bit on the heavier type of vibe, but it's how I feel. And it's like, for me, I'd rather just speak my truth than try to like mince shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I say skill set, it's because like I've only been like producing for like 2, almost 3 years now. Like I'm not like someone that's been playing guitar for like 15 plus. So I'm only able to do what I know how to do, and I'm still getting better. But you know, I can only work with what I got unless like one of the homies is like pulling up and just adding some extra shit that is just like, oh, this was the piece that I needed. But yeah, I think that's why.
Talking about your music, you recently released a new project, Husk. What does that project mean to you, and tell us more about it?
Husk kind of just felt like time jumps for me, because it was about significant events that happened in my life that helped shape me into the person that I still feel like I'm growing into. So like from the first half, it was kind of like from me leaving Baltimore to like living in the city and experiencing dating and making mistakes and having to own up to those mistakes and still dealing with the like, you know, the emotional weight of your consequences. But then like the later half is kind of like meeting someone that I really love and care about, and still, while accepting that love, like it still feels like a challenge, because you know you deal with the traumas of what you dealt with before, and then you like, oh well, I met someone new, this isn't that person, but how do I know that like I'm ready for it, or that like this is like what it's supposed to be? But I think that like from what I have been experiencing with this person has been like very beautiful, and even though I left the project very like open-ended, like I'm happy where I'm at and who I'm with. So yeah.
Oh yeah. What does the title mean?
Husk, it's like a shell. You know, your experiences, you shed them after time. You know, you go through it, you feel how you feel, and then you just gotta say, like, we moving. Like you can't stay the same person for the rest of your life. You ain't never going to change. Your circumstances ain't never going to change. So, you know, I think that like with the music and with myself, I just want to keep changing, and you know, whatever comes next is just gonna be what it is.
Powerful. One of the records that I saw on YouTube, Fallout, one of the shorts, the title was that it was one of the hardest songs you've ever had to write. Why is that?
Bruh, that was
it could have just been a title for YouTube too. I was just curious.
No. Yeah, I mean, it was tough to write, because this one I had to like stop doing. I used to write songs, and then after I wrote them, they would happen. So it was like on some weird shit. Like I wrote the song and I was fine. Like there was nothing going on. I was dead chilling. And then a month later, everything that happened in that song fucking happened. And I had like the worst like crash out of my life. Like I was just sad and depressed and like just fucked up. So yeah, I think writing it wasn't the hard part. I think experiencing it was the tougher part. So You know, I'm learning that words have power. So don't write bad shit to happen in your life. Cause damn.
Respect. I hope you're writing about making a mill right now. For real. You've described yourself as very hands-on with visual, sound, overall direction, world building, what we were talking about earlier. Do you see yourself more, do you see your work as more of sonic world building experience than traditional songwriting?
I think it's a little bit of both. I'm gonna try to push my pen a little harder instead of writing just about like myself. I'm just trying to write more about just like life and like the experiences that I've gone through, that I've seen my family go through, and just anything that just feels like, oh, I should talk about this. Like I admire writers that can write outside of themselves, and that's really what I really want to do. And if whatever their soundscape is going to be, it's just, I guess, whatever it feels right. You know what I mean? So if it's on some hype shit, cool. If it's on some mellow shit, cool. But yeah.
How do you push yourself to do that? Are you talking with your family, friends, like talking about the experiences, or you're just making mental notes in real time?
Nah, one thing, I actually picked this up from having conversations with my girl, is just like writing, like not writing songs, just literally writing down your thoughts. And I'll be lying if I say I did it every day, but I do it as much as I can. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when I am like recording or like working on shit or whatever, I refer back to like what I was talking about, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, this makes sense to speak on. And that's usually just like my writing process. I used to write songs like OD, but trying to translate that into like music sometimes just feels corny. So I just write my thoughts and sing my thoughts and try to craft that into something, you know?
We were talking a few minutes ago about collaboration and how you really opened up to it. What do you look for in a collaborator? Because I noticed on the last two projects, you only had one or two features on them. What do you look for, and how do you maintain your voice in that shared space when you are working with other people?
It's really just about communication. Like, do I feel like we're on the same page? Because I'm open to like whatever you're down to do. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's just a matter of just like, oh, does this make sense? Are you listening to my notes? Am I listening to what you're saying? Because like I said, it's like developing a relationship. Like if I'm the only nigga talking and you not paying attention, or you're not giving a fuck about what I'm talking about, neither of us are gonna be happy, and vice versa. So it has to be a matter of I'm listening to you, you're listening to me, and you're open to critique. Because I'm not scared of anyone telling me like, oh, you could do better. That's how you grow. So if I can't do the same thing with you, then we don't necessarily need to work together as all. Like, you could be cool peoples, but I'm like, when I'm in there, it's like, it's work. Like, I'm trying to leave with something right. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about your name, Low.bō, because I was so curious. What does your name mean? And I looked it up, and your favorite animal was a wolf.
Yeah. Which
translates Lobo in Spanish, means wolf in English.
Yeah.
And you added your own spin to it. Why a wolf?
It's just my favorite animal, for real. I had another name when I first was really trying to figure out doing music, but I was like, nah, this shit lame as hell.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, Lobo sound cool. And I tried spelling it with Low.bō, but then I saw it was like everybody and their mama had that name. And I was like, okay, Low.bō. Somebody still had that name. So I was like Low.bō with a little line. And it's funny, I had a conversation with someone last week, and it was like, yo, what's the line over the O? Is that like an accent mark or something? Like, and I was like, nah, it's just on some cool shit. I just thought this shit looked cool. So yeah, Lobo just kind of made sense for me. Oh, yeah. I just thought it was a cool ass name.
Yeah. I also read in an article from a few years ago, an interview you did, that you liked wolves because they were both solidarity, because of their solidarity, and they're also communal as well. I was curious, how do you balance that in your own life between needing connection but also craving isolation to create?
Just being able to be like either yes or no. If I want to go outside and do some shit, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. But if I really just want to like stay home and just do what I want to do, then I'll just say, nah, I'm just chill. I do a lot of stuff by myself anyway, for the most part. So 9 times out of 10, I'm usually dolo anyway. But I don't know. It's just a matter of just like knowing when it's okay to kind of just like enjoy yourself and when it's like, nah, like I got shit I need to do. Like right now, if I'm not at work, I'm at the crib. And if I'm not at the crib, I'm at a session with someone else or I'm back home, like in Baltimore. Outside of that, that's really just it. That's all I'm doing right now. Cause I just want to just keep the flow going and just, I don't know what's he saying right now? It's like it's lock in September or some shit like that. Yeah. So that's just kind of like what I'm on right now.
Respect.
Yeah.
And what's next for you? What are you working on right now? Because you just dropped HUSK recently. What are you working on?
Shit, myself. Right now, being honest, yeah, just myself, bro. I feel like all I did for like the past year is just talk about music and everything else that's supposed to like go with it. And I'm just like, I just want to like breathe for a second. Like I'm still making stuff, but it doesn't feel like pressure to like, oh, I have to make stuff for a project. I have to make stuff for this and that. It's just, I'm just doing it and I'm enjoying it and I'm just having fun right now.
Yeah. And the beautiful part about that too is living life. You get more perspective that ties back into the music and
hell yeah,
new things to talk about, new things to write about.
Yeah.
And last question, man, what can people expect with your performance tonight?
It's a lot of guitar, some singing. So yeah, I hope y'all fuck with it. It's gonna be a good time. Thank y'all for coming.
Hell yeah. Let's give it up for Low.bō.